Assassin's Creed, Embers. Assassin's Creed, Embers is a Canadian animated short film created by UbiWorkshop. The film is included as a bonus in signature and collector's editions of Assassin's Creed Revelations. UbiWorkshop released a teaser trailer on July 21, 2011, which was featured at Comic-Con 2011. The Embers trailer shows an older Ezio with his family. He fears someone is trying to get him. It was released for PlayStation Store on 23 April 2015. The developers described Embers at the 2011 Comic-Con at the Assassin's Creed panel as a final epilogue to Ezio's story, and although can be watched anytime, should be watched after the completion of Assassin's Creed Revelations story to fully understand and complete the tale of Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Plot. The short film follows an elderly Ezio living a peaceful life in the Tuscan countryside with his wife Sofia and his children Flavia and Marcello, and writing his memoirs. One day, a stranger appears, a Chinese female assassin called Xiao Jun, who came to Ezio in order to seek knowledge of his life as an assassin. Although Ezio prefers that Jun not stay due to his desire to leave his days as an assassin behind, Sofia allows her to stay for the night. The next day, Ezio catches Jun reading his memoirs and bids her to leave, but relents after she asks him about what it means to be an assassin. While on a trip to Firenze, Ezio then recounts his story of how his father and brothers were executed in the town square, forcing him to become an assassin, and how such a life is defined by the pain it brings and causes. As they leave, the two are attacked by a stranger who appears to be of Asian origin as well. After killing him, Jun reveals that she was a former concubine, now on the run from servants of the Chinese Jing Emperor, and explains how her former master rescued her from his influence. After returning to his home, Ezio tells Sofia and his children to leave, knowing that others would come. He then teaches Jun the key to liberating her people from the Emperor's influence. Later that night, Ezio's villa is attacked by more of Xiao Jun's enemies, and after a fight, he successfully eliminates them all. The next morning, Ezio hands Xiao Jun a small box and tells her it may come to use one day, but only if you lose your way. He then sends her away as two riders appear at the villa. Sometime afterward, Ezio journeys to Firenze with his wife Sofia and their daughter Flavia despite suffering from heart problems. While resting on a bench and after having a short conversation with a young man with a scar on his face, similar to the sort of man he used to be, he exhales and dies in view of his family. The film then ends as a final letter from Ezio to Sofia is read, saying that of all the things that kept him going throughout life, love for the world around him was the strongest of them all. Cast: Roger Craig Smith as Ezio Auditore da Firenze, Angela Gallipo as Flavia Auditore and Xiao Jun, Anna Tuveri as Sofia Sartor, Peter Arpicella as young Italian man,